What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Emotional, and guess what?
I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a nut.
And we are back at it for another reaction video. This is a request straight out of my comment section for MAMAMOO, Wanna Be Myself. So we about to go ahead and dive straight into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Now, baby, let's vibe. Hit the button, baby. Hold on. Wait, let me make sure my captions. Is my captions good? Okay, captions, yes. Okay, we good. All right. Is that a violin in the back? Sounds like there's a violin in the back. Right here. It sounds like a violin in the back. Let me know though. Anyway, bring it back.
표현해봤자 보고 싶은 대로 볼 텐데 Who am I? Who am I? Every moment wanna be myself.
I like the layers. I like the harmonies on it. I like the harmonies on it. Like it's like here. There's like a higher note in there. Let me see right here. Right there. It's like on the, I think it's was it on the first one or was it on the second one? It seemed more obvious on the first on the second Who Am I than it was on the first one. But I like the harmonies on it. Continue. It was on the I Wanna Be Myself part 2. Okay, continue. Honestly, it also makes me think about a song Huasa did by herself. I can't remember the name of the song, but it was like, I remember y'all told me in the comment section, like folks in like where she's from were saying like she was like fat or something like that. And I was like, I remember I said it, I was like, I don't understand how she's fat or overweight in any format. You know what I'm saying? And it was just one of the things I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. But it's like, it's one of them things when it comes to just like people in general and just culture and so on and so forth. It's like, it's getting to a point where culture should, I think sometimes culture should be questioned, especially when it's like, it's a standard that doesn't really make sense. But also like, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. But like, I feel like certain things should be questioned, especially when it's a standard that people, it's like, it's just not a natural thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like and it's a very unnatural standard. But also at the same time, it's like people can't be themselves. You know what I'm saying? I feel like also, even us as people, I feel like we should question why we do certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like we should ask questions, but I feel like also at the same time, like, I feel like people should be also allowed to be themselves. And sometimes you have to go through things in order to understand maybe why you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't do that, or maybe you should do this or should do that. I feel like everybody's journey is different, but it's like, I just think that us as people, we should question certain things a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's certain things we don't really question. And then there's certain, it's like when it's something that we want to do and people don't, it's like sometimes people challenge you in it and it's like, oh, you're hating. And it's like, it's not always hating or trying to drag you down. It's like, I think it also matters of the approach. That's one of the things like my peoples have been telling me is like the approach matters. And it's like, if I come to you with a bunch of aggressiveness, it's like aggression, people aren't going to want to hear me. Or if I'm coming at you with disrespect, you're not going to want to hear me. But also at the same time, I feel like folks should be also willing to at least hear what other people have to say versus just completely shunning it, you know? But like, again, I understand that there are certain things that people just, they stand firm on. But I don't know, that's just how I look at it. I just feel like people should be allowed to be themselves though, but also understand who did God say that you are? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's something that people should be asking. That's the thing. That's the thing. When you're forcing yourself to be something that appeases other people, because that was something that I've done a lot. Where it's like, even on YouTube, it was like I was afraid of giving certain, like really being honest about certain takes, because it was like, it was right way in the beginning where it's like I don't feel like I can say I don't like something because I'm afraid of people won't want to, you know, they won't want to watch nothing else. You know, I was afraid of that. But also just like, but I'm not being myself. And it's like at the same time, like there's stuff like you gonna know if I like something. You gonna know it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's also one of them things where it's like, I don't think that sometimes I don't think people really want you to be yourself. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think people 100% want you to be yourself. I think they want you to be yourself to a point. You know, because it's like, I don't think that they want you to be 100% yourself, because you might, especially when you say something that they don't like or they don't agree with. And I feel like people don't really want to hear the truth for real, or they with you when you're saying the things that they want you to say, or they're with you when you're doing the things that they want you to do. But when you're not doing what they want you to do or saying the things that they want you to say, they're not with you no more. But at the same time, I do feel like there are sometimes it's like everybody has their own views on things, and that's perfectly fine. But it's like, I think if you gonna ask people to be 100, let them be 100. And then you go based off of that. If you don't want to stick around and deal with a person, that's perfectly fine. But I feel like the moment that people try to force you into a certain bubble, that's when I think things go left. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's just how I think. But let me know what y'all think too. Now that I like too. I like the layers on that part too, where it's like let me see, like it's right, where is it? Here, it's like it's right here. It's like they put him on that part right there, right? Hold on again. Okay, I'm back. But anyway, I wanted to make sure I got this part. There was a harmony I pointed out. Let me see again. There. I like how they stacked it right there. I thought that was really, really well placed, because it catches you off guard if you're really listening for it. But anyway, it also has like this pretty vibe on it too. Now I like how they put this here too. That it was like the and then the harmonies on it, and then like I'm trying to think, was there anything else, or am I tripping? Nah, okay, it wasn't nothing else, but I really liked that part too. That was really, really clean. Okay, guitar. Beat change. Harmonies. That was a clean transition right there. That was clean. Really, really clean production. Come on now. And then like the reverb on it. Yes, the reverb. Hold on, bring it. And it was almost like it was like a stutter a little bit. Not a stutter, but it was like, I don't even know how to really describe the sound. It just was an interesting sound. I'm not gonna fake it. It really was. That was clean, ladies. That was clean. That was clean, ladies. That was clean. I'm not gonna fake it. That was clean. It was like the harmonies in certain spots, the message, because like, who doesn't want to be themselves? Like, again, like, we all want to be able to just be, what's the word? Undeniably ourselves. Because it's like, I think the thing also is understanding that everybody's not for everybody. Everybody's not gonna like everybody. Everybody's not gonna connect with everybody. It's just not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna work. And it's one of them things where it's like, it's okay. It's okay. Because it's like, I don't think that people should force themselves to be around certain people. And I think that was something that I had to learn on my own too. It's just like, I'm not gonna force myself to be around people that I just don't mesh with. I just don't connect with. I'm not gonna force myself to be around somebody that we just not cool like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta like each other. I can love you from a distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can sit there and be like, you know what? I don't agree with how you do things, so I'm gonna respectfully back away. And it's okay. I think it's, again, like, I don't think that we should force people to try to be a certain kind of way. I think that's when it's really a problem. Like, especially because, again, like, you can see that, like, okay, we really don't mesh. Or how you view things, we do not mesh. And I think even when it's family involved, especially, it's harder to break away from that, especially like when, like, what's the word? Like, especially like when culture's involved and how they view things and so on and so forth. It's hard to want to break away because it's like, dang, that's family. And it's like, oh, that's all you got is family. You can't. And it's like, sometimes your family just don't want you to be who you are. Sometimes your family they'll be the first ones to tell you, like, no, don't be yourself. They'll be the ones at the tip top of the thing telling you not to be yourself. But it's like, at the end of the day, you got to be yourself. And it's like, don't force yourself to be around people that you just don't click with. But I also, again, feel like we should at least try to see, okay, am I really being myself, or what is this? Or am I just trying to do what I want? I feel like it's a difference. It's a difference between doing what you want and doing and actually being yourself. Because it's like, you might mess around later on and be like, dag, like, I didn't really like that I did that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest thing, is understanding, like, going to God and being like, okay, God, who am I for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being creative with my fashion, or maybe I like to create videos, or I like to write, draw. Maybe I like to do, I like to model. Maybe I just want to create my own business, or maybe I just want to work for somebody and I just want to, you know what I'm saying, go to work, make my money and go home. Maybe I'm not really trying to do all the extra stuff. I like my life the way it is. But it's like, I just feel like when society sets a standard that humans are just naturally not able to live up to, because everybody, especially like when it came to the Hwasa and her, what's called, I think it was, like I said, it was a video. I can't remember which one it was, but folks were saying like, oh, she's fat and this, that, and the third. I'm like, my dogs, this is far from fat. I've seen fat. She ain't it. She ain't even remotely close to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen fat. Like, I've lived in the States my whole life, and I've seen fat. That ain't it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just one of them things where it's like, it's just when society creates this weird narrative that you have to look a certain kind of way, and it's like, brother, no, my dog, no, that doesn't even make logical sense. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't. But that's y'all. That's pretty much all I got for y'all. But also, before I forget, yeah.
Hey DJ!
I got you. Y'all was patient with me, so I'm gonna rock out with y'all. MAMAMOO, what it do? Hey, whoa, emotion. Oh.
아무래도 모르겠대 가늠할 수가 없게 난 나만의 세상 속에 원하는 만큼 이뤄갈래 꿈꿔왔던 my road come on
Hey.
Sometimes 달라지기도 해 뭐라 해도 I don't care 모르면 shit 단정 짓지 않길 바래
Hey, layers.
게 없지 너나 나나 만지면 어때 맘 먹은 대로 do again
Hey.
앞에서 누고 뒤에선 울고 뭐 어쩌겠어 표현해봤자 보고 싶은 대로
Them shades hard.
Who am I? Who am I? Every moment wanna
Be myself.
세상에 정해진 기준은 없어 이렇게 저렇게 비교하지 마 I'm 다르다 너는 안 다르다
Whoa.
너나 나나 I respect
Myself.
내 맘에 든다는 그걸로 됐어 Okay, okay I'm original I'm 다르다 너와 난 다르다 Every day I wanna be
myself.
네가 보는 내가 진짜 내 모습일까 어제 그리고 오늘 낮과 밤이 다르듯 Change it 새로운 느낌 I like it 하고 싶은 건 다 해
Whoa.
끝이 없는 찰나 가끔 좀 낯설기도 해 그래도 I'm still the same Oh look at me 내 색깔은 많아 하지만 난 하나 다를 게 없지 Every day I
Wanna be myself.
세상에 정해진 기준은 없어 이렇게 저렇게 비교하지 마 I'm 다르다
Whoa.
너나 난 다르다
Whoa.
너나 나나 I respect
Myself.
내 맘에 든다는 그걸로 됐어 Okay, okay I'm original I'm 다르다 너나 난 다르다
Whoa.
Every day I wanna be myself
Bring the guitar in.
You are 사는 건 똑같아 이래도 저래도 뭐래도 나는 나 그래 너야 내가 나일 때 그저 나일 때 Wanna be right there
Whoa.
세상에 정해진 기준은 없어 Oh 날 맞추지 마 I'm 다르다 너와 난 다르다 너나 나나 I respect
Myself. Original. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time, you dig.